What I would like to say to those parents who just had a baby with Down syndrome is that they need to give themselves time and allow themselves to cry and to accept that, yes, this happened to my life and I don't like it. And this is gonna be hard. But after that, you need to get up. You need to learn how to enjoy what you have. Because if not, you're gonna miss a beautiful life.
Yeah.
High five. Good job.
There you go.
Hi, you. Hi, little cutie.
So cute. Same nose.
I love talking to parents of young children with Down syndrome because we had the advantage of being able to learn from parents who were ahead of us. Mistakes they've made, things that have been successful, things I want to do, things I don't want to do. I want them to know they're not alone, and I want them to know the future is very bright.
So thinking back to when your kids were our kids' age, my daughter's 2, what did you spend the most time worrying about that you really didn't need to worry about?
Did I get the right speech therapist? Do I have enough hours? I'm not saying it's not important, but you know, an extra hour of this or driving an extra 30 minutes to do that, in the grand scheme of things, you being relaxed, enjoying your daughter, spending quality time with them, at the end of the day, you're the best professional.
It's important, all those, the therapy, everything. But if you miss therapy because you're reading a book to your kid or you're playing on the carpet with them, I think that is good too.
Enjoy the moment. It's gonna be soon way faster than you think.
Oh, yeah. The only thing I worried about, and I shouldn't have worried about, was Rachel being happy. Because she's always been happy. No matter what she goes through, no matter whether someone insults her, she always seems to find the silver lining, walks away, and she's happy.
So we have multiple children. Our 6-year-old is typical boy, and then Chloe is 4 years old. And our 6-year-old is just starting to get his head around the fact that Chloe is a little bit different. Unfortunately, he's been growing up in her shadow because she's always the one that has the therapies and the doctor appointments and everything. How do you include the older children, or even we have a baby too, how do you include them and help them come to terms with this?
Forget about disability, forget about Down syndrome. You have 3 kids. You need to treat all of them equal and give them time.
It's not so different from the kid who is, you know, a gifted athlete. And all of a sudden, you tend to spend more time involved in their sports activity, their football and all that, and the other one who is a mediocre artist. So you don't have a special child and 2 normal children.
Yeah.
You have 3 different kids.
Yeah.
And they're all gonna need time.
Mariano has really been a good mentor, and he's been able to relate experiences to me that I thought were just so practical and just so useful. And watching everyone on the show, they've done a really great job, and definitely something that has been inspiring for Amy and I, and just watching where they're at. And it's just like, Rocco's gonna be just fine.
Yeah, I wanted just to know if it's better to wait until they ask. I don't know how they can realize that they're different.
I think it's like anything else. To me, it would be like having the sex talk. You kind of know when it's ready, and if they ask, you tell them. You know, Rachel basically knows. She knows she has an extra translocation of chromosome. I don't think that means much of anything to her. And for her, it means that it's a little harder for her to learn. That's really it. If we sat down and explained 20 minutes to Rachel of Down syndrome, she'd say, great, okay, now can I go finish my movie? Like that would be her response to it, because it doesn't matter.
I think
So
the definition that you say is like Christina. It's
Yeah,
okay,
like, okay,
some
we're
things
done.
that takes more time for me to learn.
Yeah.
are things that our kids will be able to do, certain things they will not be able to do. And I'm talking about all my kids. My job as a parent is to facilitate as much as I can what they want to do and help them get as far as they can with whatever it is that they want to do. If they're ready, they will do it.
People who receive a diagnosis, they aren't told a rounded story. They may be told of all the possible medical issues that can happen and the worst case scenarios, but they're not given the reality of the average person with Down syndrome will grow up and have jobs. They will grow up and have relationships. They can get married. They can have normal lives.